Topic number one today. We have to do something I typically despise doing. Carter, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not yet.
We have to acknowledge Podcast P's existence.
What?
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Actually, I rock with Paul George's podcast for what it's worth. I also rock with Paul George. I feel like the hate's gone a little too far.
Actually,
Yeah, I like Paul George a lot.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I thought that wasn't true.
No, I'm very serious.
Okay, so then am I leading us in the wrong direction here?
No, not at all.
Because I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyways, all right. I digress. VJ Edgecombe was a guest on Paul George's podcast. VJ had a lot of interesting things to say, including a discussion about what player he was looking forward to playing. And he mentioned Ben Matherin was at an event. And like a lot of NBA guys would just come up and kind of chop it up with the young guys. And Ben Matherin instead came up, was just like, when you get to the league, I'm going to bust your ass. And VJ was like, "What the hell, dog? Like, I can't wait to play him because now I want to come after him." But the more interesting quote here is that VJ Edgecombe was talking about college basketball and gave a pretty blunt quote here. Said, quote, "I hate college basketball. Personally, some people love it, but I don't. There were always two centers, two bigs sitting in the paint. I got to get to the cup, right? Yeah, it was hard. I hated college basketball." We've talked a lot of VJ. We were once both self-described VJ Edgecombe guys. But if you're going to hate college basketball on record, I don't know if I can be a VJ Edgecombe guy. What's your reaction to this quote?
So you think that originally, but then you really start to break it down. You're like, that makes sense. My big was Norchad Omier, who plays like Maurice Jones-Drew. He is the epitome of clogging the lane. I will say that. There was also a lot of other things that were very cloggy, I guess I would say, about Baylor's team last season. And look, I feel like this is a quote that's been used by a lot of people. I think a lot of prospects coming in, kind of commenting on what it's like to have NBA spacing, NBA style, um, shit, defense optional kind of play could benefit guys like VJ Edgecombe and having a bit more space to attack the rim and things like that. So, to be honest with you, I wasn't really taken back by this whatsoever. I know some people kind of chalk this up to a slight at Baylor and Scott Drew, but I think this has been being said about a lot of basketball programs or teams or
Mm.
just style of playing college basketball.
That was
'Cause
going to be one of my questions is like, how many NBA players, if polled, would say, I hated college basketball?
I think I think honestly a good amount of them actually would. Like shit, Anthony Edwards was saying that he hated basketball in general because of what he went through at Georgia.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out. Yeah, maybe just, I don't know, hypothetically throwing out an idea here. Maybe don't go to Georgia. Maybe don't sign up to play with Norchad Omier. Maybe we could get someone advising these kids on how to choose a situation that might not make them hate college basketball. So you know who didn't hate college basketball? Cooper Flagg. You know who didn't hate college basketball? Con Knipple. There are certainly places you could go enjoy college basketball if you are VJ Edgecombe. Baylor last year was not one of them. Can I do something here? So I actually, again, I'm making Paul George jokes because it drives me insane when the younger generation refers to Paul George as their GOAT.
That really kills you every time inside, doesn't it?
The fact that that concept exists in the universe, like there's a human being out there who truly believes Paul George is their greatest of all time.
Can,
That will never, I'll never get over it. I'll
can I
be on
fry?
my deathbed bitching about
Let
that.
me fry your mind even more and make you more upset. I saw a TikTok the other day where they asked a bunch of like kids or like young men like what mellow meant to them, and they all said LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, well, I knew that. That one doesn't shock me as much because there's a new mellow. There's always going to be new mellows. But like
I
just
don't think so.
the idea that there's a generation or even just one person anywhere alive that is so excited about just like mediocrity and podcasting. Honestly, now that I think about it, mediocrity and podcasting, he would fit right in at Sleepers Media. But the thing is, he's an NBA player. He shouldn't be doing what Sleepers Media does. I digress. All that aside, I'm not a Paul George fan. I thought this episode was great. There was a lot of really good stuff. It was largely great because VJ Edgecombe is just a really great personality, infectious personality to listen to, kid that's easy to root for. All the reasons we loved him a year ago when he arrived to Baylor, when he was killing at those FIBA events with the Bahamas team, all this personality and flair to him. We didn't see that personality or flair at Baylor all that much. So I 100% believe him when he says he didn't enjoy college basketball. And I'd like to do a quick exercise, Cart. So Paul George was the interviewer of VJ Edgecombe here. And VJ just kind of got to say, yeah, I hated college basketball. And Paul moved on as the host. Could we role play for a second? Could you be VJ Edgecombe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be me. Let's pretend VJ Edgecombe was on the Sleepers podcast. I'm interviewing VJ, and just give me the exact quote VJ just said.
Well, I mean, I really didn't really like college basketball like that.
We know.
What do you mean we know?
It was abundantly clear all season that you despised college basketball.
I mean, I was one of the best players in the country in the Big 12. What are you insinuating?
You were visibly checked out every single game, my friend. I'm your biggest fan, VJ. The flair that you played with the Bahamas team did not show up once this season at Baylor. Like the flair that I was looking for from you, I got from Rob Wright, your teammate. Like
You mean the
you
backup? You mean the point guard that coach benched?
sure, I wouldn't be trying to fight VJ Edgecombe on the pod, role playing over. But
Have you ever played with North Chad Omier?
my point is this. It's obvious to anyone who paid attention to VJ Edgecombe. He played all season like he hated college basketball, man. The only games he got up for were like when Cooper Flagg was across from him and he knew the cameras were rolling. So, look, I hope that changes in the NBA, but it's not exactly like making a huge fan out of me of the kid I once like adored and was arguing like would be in contention to be the number one pick over Cooper Flagg. And instead he was just like, yeah, I checked out all season because I hated it there. All right, hopefully the Philadelphia 76ers can lock you back in while Tyrese Maxey is shooting every shot, Jared McCain's TikToking, and Joel Embiid's out for 62 games.
But space.